Hey, Dan. It seems the interrogation of Moff Rebus has revealed that our next stop will be the research facility, where they were testing materials used for the Dark Trooper project. Specifically, we'll be heading to the planet of Fest, and here we have another mention of Crix Madine, who confirms that there is a weapons research facility there. And so what we're going to be doing is getting dropped in amongst the cliffs outside the Imperial Research Facility, and then having to find a way inside, grab a sample of the material that they are testing, and get back out to the landing area. So let's hop on in here. Now, one thing that makes the first portion of this level a little difficult is that well, it is a bunch of cliff sides, and if you fall down some of them, there's nothing to catch you until you die, really. Alright. I'll just sneak around a little bit here. And of course, there are Imperial officers and stormtroopers out on patrol. And we'll just grab up a little bit more ammo here. Now, this first little area here, let's just hit caps lock to turn the walk on, and you might want to hit page up so that you're looking down. But if you make your way along this narrow catwalk here, and then back inside, you can usually sneak up on someone who's just on the other side there. Yes, there we go. Oh, and we've got another stormtrooper here. And across that chasm is our first secret. So I'm going to hold down Shift to run, then X for jumping. And let's see if we can do this in one. Yes, there we go. Alright, and it's strange that, you know, they have soldiers stationed on this side of what is a very lethal fall, but, you know, that's the Empire for you. They also don't have a lot of handrails. Oop. Speaking of which, I managed to fall off this elevator. Come on now. Come back. They're sort of noteworthy for having people fall off of things quite a bit. We'll grab a few more shields while we're up here. Very nice. And there is a portion back here where you can look across and fire at the stormtrooper there. Of course, where the enemies appear in these levels will depend on the difficulty level that you have selected. I'm playing these on medium, just you know, just to have a bit of fun, but also have a bit of a challenge. We're gonna head back down the way we came, and once again we'll have to make that jump. Actually, let's look down and let's just take care of that stormtrooper from a distance. Very good. So we'll line ourselves up. Shift to run, X to jump, and miss it. But it does respawn us on the other side of the jump. Also, there's that very generic scream that gets used when Kyle Katarn is falling off things. It was sort of like, it's almost like the PC game version of the Wilhelm scream. Like, it showed up in a lot of things, it feels like. Very good. And continuing on, before we go across that other little catwalk there, just gonna look up and deal with that stormtrooper. We're gonna do a quick little jump over here. Grab those thermal detonators and take care of that target as well. And you can see over here, this is, that was the little crack we were able to shoot someone through earlier. Just jump back across. And carefully make our way over there. Now that chasm does look a bit dangerous, but you can actually just run right over it. You don't need to worry about jumping. It can be a little difficult to know exactly where you are in this level at the beginning, because everything does look just very similar. Now, eventually we will need to cross that section there, but instead I'm going to keep going around up these stairs. I wonder if these are naturally occurring stairs or if they were cut into the rock face, you know? Very conveniently placed. Let's just adjust my targeting there. Very good. Making our way around here. And we're going to switch to thermal detonators, have a little look down there. And just toss one in the middle of that group. And there we go. It's about 6 for the price of 1. I'm going to shoot up and at that stormtrooper there. I think we've dealt with it. Now, what you want to do next is actually just drop down here. You don't have to come to this area, but there are enough pickups to make it worth your while. So first let's grab all of these blasters and energy units. There we go. Come up this little staircase here. Make our way across there. Up this elevator. And over here on the other side, this should be another secret room, and there we have an extra life. Very good. Alright, we'll head back down the way we came. There is a lot of backtracking in this level, I will say that. Which can make it a little bit tedious, but the other thing we're going to do is just come down here. Just get rid of this fellow in here. Very good. Alright. And then back up the stairs, and I believe you drop down on this side here. And that gives you an opportunity to return to well, where you need to go next in the level. Again, it is a little bit clunky using, page up and page down to aim, but, I've chosen to use that targeting system just to make this a little bit more accurate to how it played out originally. And those aren't the ones, oh no, not through there. And we want to go back up through this corridor here. Open that gate there, very good. And back around, there's an elevator on this side, which is how you get back up. Yes, there we go. I was a little confused earlier. Alright, but back down around. And we can grab those for now. We're definitely a little low on shields. We're gonna head back down this way that we came. Just past the, follow the breadcrumb trail of bodies. A little gruesome, but effective. And that section there, where you see the shield across, is where we need to get next. So a little run and jump. Very good. You don't need to use shift to run to make that jump. You just need to time it correctly. It also be very easy to get caught up on the corners. All these jagged edges. There we are. And we've got this annoying little thing here, which we're just going to see if we can deal with that way. There we go. And did we end up taking out this guy? No, we did not. So give him a few shots there. And this might look a bit like a leap of faith, but if you look down, you can see that there is indeed a ledge right there. But this is definitely a bit of a leap of faith. You go into this section here, and then either turn on your headlight or your infrared goggles. You can go a little bit further before it gets completely dark. Let's get our goggles on. And there are some mouse droids you'll come across here if you feel the need to get a little bit more, some extra batteries. There's also another chance to pick up an infrared goggles there in case you've missed the other opportunities on other levels. Very good. And I believe that is a turret, so I'm just going to shoot that. There we go. I assume it won't shoot you unless you are using the headlamp. And you might also need to crouch while jumping to get that one. Let's take out that seeker droid there. Crouch down through here. And a couple shots to the shins. And there we go, ready to go. Not sure where that's coming from, possibly up there on the ledge. Oh, there we go. Sure enough. Now, the turrets in this level can be quite unforgiving. You see there's another one there I want to get rid of very quickly. In fact, I think there's actually two there. So, strafing left and right, and then... Okay, where am I getting shot from? Oh, there's someone coming down from the other end of the hallway. And this fellow up there. Alright, anybody else? No, okay. I want to deal with this carefully. Oh, there is another one. Come on now. Come on now. Are you done? Alright. Very good. So I want to line myself up, aiming at it, take a few shots. Oh, that's the first one that I destroyed. And you'll know when it's done because there's a little explosion that you can see. Alright, let's line ourselves up here. That's a good height. Actually, let's keep the blaster. Now, you can't walk straight through that door. Instead, you need to go back this way. And hit this switch here, which will open that door, and then you just sort of run through before it closes back up on you. And then you get to this elevator, take it up. And we managed to get rid of a few of the people on this level. We can already hear there's another turret nearby. I believe there's one that shoots from, yes, from there. And then there's two more in that hallway. So I'm going to see if I can get these ones with a thermal detonator. See if that works. Nope. Not yet, anyways. Well, might be just on my last legs here, but fortunately we've got quite a few lives saved up. That one's dealt with, and the other one is through there. And it's gone. Alright, let's get these shields here. Ooh, cutting it close. Now, throughout this level, and other levels as well, you'll pick up these power cells that so far we have not had a weapon that uses them. We will actually get that weapon in this level. And that is the repeater rifle. Let's just grab those shields in there, in continue on down this hallway. Now, we can head into this door. But we won't be able to get any further in this direction just yet. Instead, we need to find a key code that'll work with that lock there. So back out this door. And down the corridor, you can either just, follow the lights along the ceiling or, turn on your headlight or your infrared goggles.
You're not authorized in this area. Surrender immediately.
Briefly coming in here. And around the corner. These crowded rooms can also be a good opportunity to use your... Hang on. Ooh. One more shot and I'm out. And there we go. There is the repeater rifle. Now, as I was saying, these crowded rooms can be a good opportunity to use your thermal detonators. But also, so once you have picked up the rifle, you can also come to this wall behind it and just head inside and get more of those power cells. Now, as you can see, it does have a very rapid fire, and the secondary fire is a triangular pattern, so it spreads out, good for enemies that are either far away or a bit hard to hit, or if you just want to clear out a large room. Alright, there we go. Oh. Good thing we got those extra lives. And no, it's turned me around the other way. Not what I want. Alright. So we'll head back the way we came. There are quite a few of these little dead ends throughout this level. And we don't yet have... Oh, hang on. Oh, there it is. Shooting too high. Can I actually hit it from there, or has it already been destroyed? It has, okay.
There he is. Stop it.
I might need to come back and replay this level after I beat it, just so that I can, hopefully take a few more lives with me beyond this part, but yeah, we're not quite there yet. So we come around to this very narrow staircase here. And again, I'm almost entirely out of shields and health immediately. Those turrets are a real pain. Not just because they are hard to hit, but because they hit you so hard. Alright. Now before we go through that red door, we're going to come around to this side here. And see if we can't deal with that turret. Now, hang on again. If I got myself turned around... Yep, it's just taking me a little bit farther back. Alright. Yes, left of that door, around this corner here. And there is that turret in there. 2 of them, actually. Let's see if we can manage this. Seem to be one of them. Or not, actually. Since we've got it, why not use it? Very good. We don't need this area just yet, but I wanted to clear it out early. So you come into this room and make your way up this elevator. And here is where you will come across an officer who has the key code that we're looking for. So you see now we have code key 5. Have a few more supplies there. And we'll hit that button there, which will open up those doors that we were looking at just a moment ago. Now we can actually drop down into this area, grab a few shields, take care of that stormtrooper there. And this is an interesting little secret because what you have to do is hit that little red circle. If you come over this way, you'll see there's a door down there which is locked, but if you hit that moving target there, go. It will unlock and open that door, and then you just drop down there. And it gives you a few more bits of ammunition there. And just head up this elevator. Rather conveniently placed, and now here we are back on the other side of that wall. So, where we want to go is that room we were at before that had the key code input in the wall. So again, as I said, significant amount of backtracking in this level. Well, I believe... yeah, so that is this section here. Ooh. That door sort of flanked by all the red lights. There we are. So what you do is hit F1, go into your inventory, and you'll see code 5 is this. It should be the same every single time. It's sort of a stylized 3, bit of a triangle with one corner open, and again, sort of a stylized letter D. So if you come up to each one, and just hit spacebar, that'll change it to the next one in the sequence. So 3, oh, there it was, the sort of open triangle or open delta, and then the D, and that'll open this door behind us. Now the other thing to note on this level, one thing that can make it a bit tricky, is that there is a bit of a switch puzzle that happens at the end here. Now I want to go into each of these rooms up this staircase and just clear them out to make things a little bit easier for me later on. Done. There we go. But really, I'm making my way up to the top, where there is a couple of switches that will need to hit in a particular order And then we come back down to each of these rooms in turn to unlock another series of switches, and there's a big turret there. Very good. I guess if you back up far enough, you end up out of their range. So if you can get a clear line of sight from a distance, that's definitely a good way to deal with them. But you come up all the way to the top here. Clear this room out. It's a good time to use the repeater, actually. But they do give you some shields there. And what you'll see is there is this platform sort of to the right of you. Now you can't get to it because this area is walled off. Eventually that won't be the case. But the first thing we want to do is hit this once, and we'll see it spinning around. And everywhere it stops is where there is a platform. And we're just going to go in the order of the highest to the lowest. So you can see it's in the right position, rotated around that central pillar, but it's not at the right height. So hit the one on the left once, and that'll move it to the correct height. Now we go back down the corridor. And now this door can be opened. We can make our way across the platform and toggle that switch. And we have 3 of those doors and switches in total before we can reset the platform to the top position and make our way to the top of the pillar, which is where the sample of this material is. So if we just hit this once more and hit that one once, should see it lower to the correct position there. Very good. For the second door, or the middle door. Get that switch. And head back up again. Wash, rinse, and repeat for the third switch. Hit that once, hit that once. And that makes things a little bit easier to keep track of. If you do get that topmost door first, then all you need to do is hit each switch once to get it in line for the next one. Alright, all 3 switches have been toggled. Now we go back up to the top to reset that platform to the very top of the pillar. And you'll see what has happened is that this has now opened up, and there might be someone on the other side of this. Yep, we'll just carefully make our way around. Very good. But there is the material.
Found some interesting looking metal. I think this may offer some important clues.
That's all we need. Let's get out of here. I'm getting nervous.
Alright, so the pillar now starts to rise and fall, and you need to make it to that door there, or that little alcove, to get back out again. You don't want to spend too long in the water that's at the bottom of this shaft, because it will take away your health. So we're just going to run across as quick as we can. Very good. And out we come on this side. Alright. Now all we need to do is find our way out of the facility, which means just a little bit more backtracking. So I believe it's up this tiny staircase. Through that door, up that one there. Oh no, wait, this leads there, and that's where we're trying to get to. I believe we're looking to get out of here and move along the left-hand side. And yes, so while we were up in that room, if you remember, we hit a switch, which opened up these doors, which were locked previously. Now, most of this area should be clear because we were here earlier, clearing out all of these stormtroopers. And we can make our way once again back out up this elevator. And we're just looking to get back to the beginning of the level. We can drop down there. We can take a running leap just to save a little bit of time. We don't want to jump back across because that leads back in. Along the narrow catwalk. And back to this metal grating. And there's Jan Ors with the Moldy Crow. And all of our mission objectives are complete, so we just hit escape to end the mission. Alright, Dan, well, now that we have a sample of the metal used to construct the Dark Troopers, we're going to have to see where that will lead us next on this trail of clues that Kyle Katarn is following. Alright, Dan. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.